Since December, journalists around the globe have been watching and protesting the arrest of 3 Al Jazeera English journalists jailed in Egypt on charges of aiding terrorists and endangering national security. They're accused of reporting false news and promoting the Muslim Brotherhood. We're about to play something for you that's a bit tough to take in. Australia's ABC News was with Peter Grista's parents when the sentence came down.
7 years for Peter Grista, repent Bahus, and 5 other 6 defendants present. My God.
Oh.
My God.
Oh,
sorry.
That's crazy.
Finish.
That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy.
Their emotion and anguish hard to take in there. The ruling draws attention to the Egyptian government's crackdown following the military's removal of the elected president Mohamed Morsi, who was a leader in the Muslim Brotherhood last summer. There was an article in the Columbia Journalism Review that called this trial almost Kafkaesque. What was going on there? What was meant by that?
Well, so, sort of take the classic definition of Kafkaesque, bizarre, nightmarish, illogical, all those words apply. I mean, this was a farce. Any fair-minded person would have to agree. I mean, Amnesty International pointed out, they said the prosecution failed to produce a single shred of evidence. The Guardian, which covered the whole thing, all the hearings, said that witnesses recanted, that the prosecution withheld evidence from the defense attorneys, that Al Jazeera was shown to have basically done what all journalists do, covering multiple sides of the story. And then the prosecutors played these weird taped moments of things that had nothing whatsoever to do with the allegations against Al Jazeera, as if these videos of like the pop star Gotai singing some song or some pictures of horses on somebody's cell phone. What did that have to do with anything other than send a very clear and chilling message to them and to the rest of the press?
And I think that is the takeaway. And in fact, that was likely the intent. And now I think journalists have to go into a lot of coverage in war zones and in places where there is huge transition taking place and wonder if this, in fact, could happen to them. It is very much a chilling effect. And I also think that it removes any naivete by any journalist who's traveling internationally to cover conflict to believe that somehow, to Mike's reference, that fair-minded sort of, that people are looking for justice and fairness. That isn't the case. And I think that's what this verdict shows.
I mean, basically what happened here was that Al Jazeera is based in Qatar. And the Qatari royal family funds Al Jazeera.
Yes.
Right.
Qatar and the royal family supported the Muslim Brotherhood and Mohamed Morsi when he was president of Egypt. The current government is punishing them. And a lot of other journalists in the process.
And were it that this were just an isolated incident and it were just that, I think, that's enough. And I agree with you, Mike. I think that the interesting thing is that in all sorts of places all across the globe, what we are seeing happening to journalists is beyond the pale in terms of trying to get a story out and is intended to chill and to eliminate the message.